Hey, my name is Milana Vayntrub, and you're listening to the PBR podcast. Okay.
You said your name wrong.
Hey! Culture, sophisticated
Podcast revolution. Now tell me something good. Oh yeah.
Oh, man, that's
What's up, everybody? Pizza Beer Revolution, Mike Pilano, Derek D, Joe Gatto, and sitting in all the way from LA, New York. Where are you from? Milana Vayntrub.
Oh, man, you know what's amazing? We spent so much time talking about the pronunciation of my
I
name.
just said it right.
You said my last name right, and you said
Your
my first name wrong.
I said Milana.
Milana.
Oh, I didn't enunciate like the I as I would have if I was wrong.
No, it's all good, Jordan.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go. Very good.
Milana Vayntrub.
You guys are champions.
That's
Yes.
not what I said.
Do you know how much I love your intro song? That
It's
was
amazing, right?
It's like
Yeah.
at first you're like, am I going to space? And then you're like, nope, just a 90s porno.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is it porn?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, you nailed it. That's exactly what we go for.
Where's our mustaches?
Just wait till top or bottom if you think that's porn music.
That's great.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I don't know what that
A lot
means.
of wah-wah.
But you will. You
Guys,
will.
I have to say that I am so excited to sit down with this lady.
Right?
This has been a dream of mine since I've seen her on AT&T commercials, and then I did my research to find out who you are because you are a comedian,
Yeah.
miss.
Thank you.
You're very funny.
Oh, that's kind.
And I am very excited to get to talk to you and know you, and you are awesome as from what I've seen so far, so don't disappoint.
I feel the same about
pressure.
you.
Okay.
And then, also that lingers on to Mike because you shoot the show. But I am such a huge fan of Impractical Jokers. I don't watch a lot of TV at all, but I record it and then watch it and laugh out loud and then recruit people to watch it with me.
Awesome. Thank you.
It's a phenomenal show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I'm just here, guys.
I was going to say, Derek, should we leave?
I'll see you guys later. It's been fun.
Yeah, I think there's room in the bathroom.
I'm gonna head over there. I'll call in.
Right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We are, I should say, at Fastlane Daily Studios.
That's right.
Recording this episode, and we're all fans. But before we even get started, I gotta really ask you: did you always plan to follow in Kevin Costner's footsteps? Are you a big Kevin Costner fan?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, didn't you see The Big Chill? Kevin
Yeah.
Costner's first movie.
Yeah?
Yeah, like he plays a dead body.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Did my homework.
And, oh man, that's really impressive.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't an inspiration. I kind of just found it organically. It's
Really?
my life calling. Yeah. It was deeper within me than like following someone else's
I
footsteps.
thought you were a Kevin Costner fan when I heard all about it. What was the piece called again?
It's called Dead Real, the Milana Vayntrub story. It's a mockumentary about an actress that only plays dead people on TV.
And you just throw yourself as a dead body in all of these episodes of random
Yeah.
CSI and.
Yes, and Dexter and yeah.
Have you ever done a CSI?
No.
She just puts herself.
Law and Order SVU.
No, that's only like New York actors. Like every New York actor has been on Law and Order, right?
Okay, I did CSI when I lived out in LA, and I was next to a gangster rapper that got killed in the episode.
What?
And it was solved. It was solved. This is very, very. My best friend out there, Justin. You know the kid.
Yeah, I know. John.
The King? Did you say he's
I
the
call
King?
the kid.
The
We call him
kid.
the kid. Him and I, we had to pay rent, so we did, what everybody does, goes on Craigslist and finds to be extra work, and we ended up, at Exhibit was the main. Do you remember that rapper Exhibit?
Exhibit, yeah.
Yeah. He was
Pimp Your Ride.
He was the main guy, and then he kills this person in a club. So to solve it, they confiscate everybody's phones and piece together the pictures via Polaroid and put it on this big, that big thing.
Oh.
And I'm next to the rapper that gets killed.
The picture of you?
The picture of me.
Nice.
And then the rapper's like mean mugging, and I'm next to him being like a white Guido, like, woo, like fist pumping, right? So Justin is in that episode with me. Fast forward 2 years later, Justin goes back and gets he gets cast as a doctor. And he walks into the crime scene, and he's in the background actor. He's supposed to open this file. And when he opens the file, there's the picture of me doing this.
Wow.
Was that planned?
No, randomly 2 years later, that's it. So I am an amazing Polaroid picture actor.
Apparently.
I also think there's like some sort of beautiful cosmic thing about you and Justin,
Isn't
like
that
meant
cool?
to be friends that
That's
way.
right. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was so weird. Fun set.
That is pretty great.
I lived through that episode, though. I did
How
not
are
die.
you liking this show so far?
Well, that's a fail.
Как любит шоу до сих пор.
Oh, you're speaking to me in Russian through computer?
I thought she was talking at first. Very I was like, she could throw her voice. She could really.
Man, can that voice travel to different microphones?
Let's try it. Let's try it.
Okay.
твой отец действительно хотел бы меня, потому что я говорю на русском, и я смешно.
You said that my dad would really like you because you speak Russian and you're funny.
Yes.
But you said it as
Wow.
a woman.
I did.
And so when a woman's saying like your dad would really like me,
It doesn't work, right?
different, yeah.
It doesn't work. I wanted to do that, and I wanted like I texted our producer while I was sitting in traffic.
Yep.
I'm like, it'd be funny if I could just kind of start speaking to her in Russian. It'd be great.
Well, you should probably let everybody
Find-
know she speaks Russian.
Well, she speaks Russian.
Okay, well, that should be.
Sorry, that was before. You grew up in Jalalabad.
Yeah, you're Kravastakian. What are you?
I'm a Klingon, guys.
You're-
No, I grew up in LA, but I'm from Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
Yeah, my family's from
And
there.
you speak fluent Russian.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a former Soviet state, so everyone there speaks Russian. Well, and there's Uzbeks who speak Uzbek.
So I thought it would be funny to do that. So I sent a note to our producer while I was sitting in traffic trying to
Yeah.
get here to arrange that.
Yeah,
And
I'm really glad you had so much forethought about the show.
Well, you know. And she
that happened 20 minutes ago.
I get a woman's voice. I'm like, can you change the voice to a man? That joke's totally ruined.
No, I think it worked. I think you crushed it.
It played well.
Yeah, it played well.
Yeah, look at how hard everyone's laughing.
I know.
Wait, you were born in L.A.
No, I was born in Uzbekistan.
And then when did you go? How old were you?
I was like 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. So you grew up
And
American.
I grew up in LA, yeah, in West Hollywood.
And at home, does your whole family speak Russian?
Everyone speaks Russian. Yeah.
It's like at family gatherings, it's like there's really no English flying
no,
around.
and if I start to speak English, everyone's like, "Говори по-русски."
What's that mean?
Speak Russian.
Ah.
Speak
Yeah,
Russian.
and they'll
Speak
yell
Russian.
it at me.
I want to say that. How to say that again?
Говори
Gavari
по-русски.
ba-Ruskia.
That's really good.
Gavari ba-Ruskia.
Crush it, Derek D.
I'm Russian.
You got it. But that's funny because you'll only come up to people who speak Russian, and then they'll start speaking Russian, and you're like, "I'm out."
I'm done.
Yeah.
You can might drop that mic. You're done.
I say that, drop a pen or something with my phone, and walk away.
That's not an easy. Well, it's your first language, but that's not an easy language to learn.
No, when I try to teach people, it makes no sense because there's all of these weird conjugations of like you say it this way when it's talking to this person, but when you talk to this person, you have to say it formally and under this weird like prefix, and it doesn't make any sense.
Is it like the Nish, Spanish, that like different dialects, people speak different ways?
Definitely.
So then you could be speaking to someone in Russian and have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, my family's from Uzbekistan, and so when I watch like the news that's usually shot in Moscow, it's really hard for me to keep up.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
And it's also more of like an Asian language where what you were saying, how you talk to people in different inflections, I guess.
Like Mandarin. And
yeah. Right.
I don't really know a lot about
Well,
Asian.
if I
But it is like the niche in that there's like formal and familiar.
yeah,
It's like the Nish.
Yeah.
you know, when you're well, whatever.
It's funny because the niche also sounds like a Jewish thing. Like, are you going to come over to the niche later?
Yeah, come on down to the Kanish. Yeah.
Do you I apologize too because we should tell people that I basically ran you and your friend over when I was pulling up today.
Yeah, but you know what's amazing? You had a smile on, so I was like, we'll just forget about it. But we were walking right into
That's
the
what he
building,
does. He
and
smiles at
stopped
people.
right in front of us. Like there was a parking spot, and it was amazing because your producer walks up, and at the same time, she's like, "Oh, was it you?"
It was me.
Yeah. He's like, really? You're not gonna pull into the spot? He just like stops traffic.
Stop right on 38th Street. I'm like, dude, this is a busy street.
It's like
Pull into
giant
the spot.
expedition. It was amazing.
Well, I didn't want to hit anybody.
You just want a car to hit your car.
Well, it was very confusing to me because I'm pulling down 38th. I'm looking for where you guys are standing, and then there's two people that walk in front of my car. I hit it was a lot going on.
You know, there's a term that we have, us New Yorkers, it's called Jersey drivers. Do you ever hear that
Come
term?
on. We're like
Whatever,
Jersey and
man.
New York drivers like one and the same.
Really? He stopped in the middle of a one-way
That's
street to park. He's from New Jersey.
this guy over here, man.
I mean, I
talking about
parked across from him, and I was in the spot.
You drive like
I drive a
clown
Fiat.
car, man.
No, I drive a Fiat 500L. Thank you very much.
Oh, you drive the 500L.
500L, dude. The
A little
L
bigger
is
than
for-
yeah, it's very nice.
Guys, I rented city bikes all day today,
Yes.
and I had the time of my life.
Amazing, right?
It is such a great way to see the city, and drove along the river. Beautiful.
How many
beautiful.
times did you ring that bell?
How many
All
times-
day,
All day.
just
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
Did you
ding,
almost
ding,
get killed?
ding, ding,
Did you almost
ding.
get killed?
Well, I got a lot of people because we were riding their lanes, and it was me and my buddy, and so we were riding next to each other, and so it was a lot of people being like, "Pull over! You're taking over the whole lane."
You're like, yes, I'm getting yelled at.
And I was like, "Have a nice day," and then they're like, "Oh, okay, be safe."
Watch yourself. Did you wear a helmet?
No, does that? People do that here?
People wear helmets.
That want to
Well,
live.
I mean, maybe if City had helmets, like, right? If you could check one out with your bike.
you don't want that. Yeah, you don't want.
You don't
that.
want. You don't want to
that's
reuse that helmet. No way.
No.
No way. You don't know where that helmet's been.
STDs will seep right through your skin. That's
In
crazy.
LA, I would use a helmet because there's like no one respects bike lanes or anything like that. But
Yeah.
I feel like here people are really used to it. No, am I wrong?
No, you're good.
It's just-
you know
it's
what? I
just-
saw a guy in a full suit on a city bike.
Yeah.
Coming here like that boggles my mind. He still had his tie on.
Why not?
Because it's 7 p.m. Take your tie off. You're riding a bike.
And another thing too, like I'll see guys take off their helmet and their hair still will look like
Yes.
mine underneath. Like crazy.
Amazing.
How's that stay?
Technology, man.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
There's
That
that
their hair's a helmet.
It's like, yeah.
Did you see that? I actually saw this thing online that's a helmet that looks like a shaved head. So it's like a helmet that has ears and a bald skin.
That's funny.
It's like skin color.
He's like an overly huge head.
I love it.
So for some reason your head comes out and over. It's fun.
People are like,
They don't have bikes like that in LA, right? It's too big.
No, you
too
can't.
vast.
There isn't like a bike rental
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It'll happen. It's in it's everywhere.
I mean, you don't want to ride a
Boston,
bike down the 405.
no.
It did really make me respect City. I was like, what a cool thing to contribute. Citibank.
Yeah,
know?
big
Well,
banks do it in every town.
every
Boston,
city, yeah.
Boston's
I think it's TD. Because the
TD.
TD's, the garden is now called the TD Garden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great way to advertise too. I mean, you got all these
Yeah.
bikes rolling around.
I think city bank, city bike, it's like perfect.
Yeah.
Like just lends itself to
TD bike doesn't really have the
so
same
much.
ring.
Well, New York's better than
The
Boston.
tuberculosis bike.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what
come
I want to ride that train.
Get the vaccination and jump on the bike.
I mean, people are actually paying to advertise for the bank. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They're riding billboards.
It's brilliant.
It's pretty smart.
Oh, you know what? We should get into the bike business. Right after this, let's have a bike meeting and figure out how to do our own bikes and make some real cash. Get some of that bike money.
I got ideas.
Okay, good. Let's talk
come with
about-
helmets.
Okay, great. Oh, there you go. Right away.
The PB riders.
And then when they turn it in, we have a lice treatment right there.
Spray them down for only $5. It's good. I like it. I'm in.
It comes with hazmat suits.
Like Comic-Con
Yeah.
when you come running out.
Oh man.
Do you always destroy planets when you break up with boyfriends?
Just the one time.
Just the
I was
ones?
like really angry though.
That's that voice.
That's so funny that you ask me questions about my characters I've done in the past as though I'm still the character.
Well,
Wait.
I think it's fun to get into
Are
it.
you guys confused about what's reality?
Yeah, he thinks.
Oh, he thinks I'm really everything
Wait,
I've
you're
ever played.
you're not?
No,
I'm
she
so
is, Michael.
confused.
Oh,
You're
no,
right,
no,
Michael.
I mean, I'm not
I've
getting
been to space 100 years in the future.
This thing is really not working either. Can you get my service to come up a little better? Like I got 3 bars.
Let's talk about that for a second. So
Yeah.
you, the AT&T girl.
Yeah.
You're still doing AT&T commercials now?
I am.
All right, that's great. How was that experience and how did you get that gig?
It was just an audition.
Really?
Yeah, there was no connection. They didn't know about my YouTube channel or anything like that I
Really?
had done in the past, which probably for the best because I don't know if they would have let me be their wholesome spokesperson.
Right.
After I
Because
played
that's so funny because you
sports.
play that role as such the girl next door, very
Yeah,
nice.
I'm
and-
I'm approachable and,
Yes.
and kind, and then in this previous stuff I've done, I'm manipulative and slutty.
Yes. And the stuff after, actually, too.
Yeah, and in real life.
Yes. So the AT&T was really a stretch.
yeah. So yeah, it was just an audition, and I kind of got booked right away, and we just did one, and then it did really well on the internet. So they had me come in for one more the next month, and then another one the next month, and then
that's
we just
awesome.
kept doing it.
That ride's got to be
I need
awesome.
your agent. Jeez.
Yeah, when a commercial hits like that, that's really, really cool.
And how many you say?
I don't know. I honestly don't know how many we've done. We've definitely recorded more than have been released because some of them,
Yeah.
you just shoot a bunch that don't get put out. But over 30, I think.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
It's the sweetest. It's one day of shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot 30 seconds. It's 3 setups, and it's the best craft service you've ever had on any project.
Oh, I bet. What was the one? Was it Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Grand Hill.
Oh, Grant Hill. That's right. I was
Yeah.
way off.
Way
But Grant Hill wore the glass. No, who am I thinking of?
Somebody did their research. Somebody didn't.
No. Come on. I was in the general area.
Horace Grant.
I'm thinking of Horace Grant. Yeah, but yeah, I get it. You
Yeah.
said
Grant Hill.
Grant Hill. Granted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Grant
Granted.
Hill.
Yes, great.
Yes, he went to Duke.
Yes. Coach K.
Coach K.
You know.
I
There
know.
it is.
Now you're just showing off.
I
Really?
learned that on set. I didn't know anything about him. My grandfather is a huge basketball fan, and so I invited him to come on set.
Oh,
too.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I really don't know anything about sports.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
Sports.
before AT&T, you had live Prude Girls was your YouTube channel with.
Yeah.
Which is
You
a
had part-
great name.
Oh, thank you so much.
Like live nude girls?
Yeah, but we
Live
don't put
Prude-
out.
I like
Get
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, it's obvious. We get it.
Wait, got it. Mind blown. Yeah. No, that is some funny shit.
Yeah.
That I really
Oh,
enjoy.
thanks.
Yeah.
That was really fun to do too.
You doing any more of them?
No, that was done. It was a really hard thing to do consistently. It was great to do when I didn't have anything else going on.
Yeah.
But like when you have other work, or I'm like trying to do stand up now and improv, and it's a lot harder because it would just take up all of my time to edit.
Right. So you edit.
You know, you guys edit, right?
Yeah. You
What do you-
edited your own stuff?
Yeah.
What do you cut on?
Final Cut.
Yeah.
Final Cut 7.
Loser.
Everyone's like, premiere now, bro.
Yeah, man.
know.
Well, I do Final Cut too because I'm not like that extensive in editing, but everyone's
Yeah.
like, you gotta go to Premiere, dude.
I know. I've been seeing friends edit on Avid recently, and
Wow.
that looks really impressive.
They
Yeah.
do our show on Avid. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of TV is on Avid,
is
and
on-
I
It's
think
like
it's
big
easier
time.
to like transfer files from editor to editor,
Yes.
and delivery is faster, and you don't have to transcode and all of that
Wow,
stuff
look
that's
at you.
making our people fall asleep. I know, isn't it impressive that a girl knows how to say transcode?
Nice.
She speaks edit.
Yeah, it was the only way to get it done though. Otherwise, you would have to pay someone,
the
and it
worst.
wouldn't be like, I get like frame fucky about it, where I'm like just a little bit to the left, a little bit to the
Yeah.
right.
That's
5
the
more
worst
seconds.
part. You're always like you want it to be perfect when you're in charge of it. That's
Well,
the
that
reason.
and also you don't want to you want to lose your joke. Like half the jokes in the edit.
timing. Yeah.
Totally,
totally.
especially with that show. So, I mean, I guess all comedy, I guess all everything, but that show was so slow and awkward.
Yeah. Awkward pauses.
Yeah, that we really needed to like comb through all of the footage and get all the little looks and little twitches and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I just couldn't bear to put someone else through that. Yeah.
Look at this much footage of me being awkward. I feel bad. Yeah.
Let's talk about something more interesting. That is your show I'm talking about. Come on, segue. That's the name of the show
Great
she's talking
segue.
about. Come on. But no, it's really good. Go on YouTube, Live Prude Girls. Check that out. I was telling Milana earlier that a previous PBR that was on this show was on her show, Mark Douglas.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, a good friend of mine from Barely Productions now it's called.
Oh, they changed the
They
name.
change it.
They changed the name because they weren't very doing political videos
Stuff
of all
anymore,
productions. Yeah, but it's very funny. You had Matt Damon on there. You had
Yeah.
Kasim G. I saw. You had I forget their names, but two really funny guys on our SNL right
Kareem
now.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem
Yes.
Abdul-Jabbar and Horace Grant.
Horace Grant.
Horace
Yes,
Grant.
those two.
Rex
Crushed
Specs.
Crushed it.
Are you into politics?
Yes.
Have you been following
Following which part?
the presidential election?
The most amazing election of forever.
I'm following some, yeah.
How do you feel about a good friend of ours on the show, Donald Trump? He's on the. He's a.
Has he been on the
He's
show?
a reoccurring character. Like,
I've been on your show?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk to him? He's here. I mean, would you like to talk to him? Maybe you could pick his brain about
yeah.
why should you vote for him.
That would be great.
Yeah,
It's weird that he's been like just waiting in the corner.
Yeah,
though.
Don, you want to say hello?
No,
Why not?
because Michael, you're fired. Your show's shit. The presidential race is shit. I don't do a good
Now wait,
job.
I would love if
Wait.
Trump came in here and fired Michael.
That's it. Now you're from LA
I
too.
also love the improv skills. Like he immediately like, do you want to do this? No.
No. I mean, so like as far as politics go, you had Arnold Schwarzenegger as your governor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also been on
Isn't that
PBR.
bizarre?
Sometimes him and Trump get in arguments. It's crazy, right?
No, it's
Governor,
weird.
what do you think?
Now, listen to me. I hate AT&T is not my service. I prefer Verizon. I Terminator, whatever the new one's coming out soon. What I will do is Milana will take you out. We will go have a night on the town, and then we can eat some bullets into our mouths.
Bullets?
On top of pizza. Halal.
Arnold, what are you talking about? Donald would never treat her that way, right, Don?
No, I wouldn't. I'd take you out to a nice dinner, and then I would tell my wife to.
All of a sudden,
really don't have a Trump. You don't have
My Trump is. I don't even know why you started doing the Trump thing.
Speaking of the
Politics.
Governator, did you guys see his amazing video that he did on that he
Madame
pranks
Tussauds?
people at Madame
Yes.
Tussauds? He took to the streets of LA dressed as the Terminator
Yeah. And he stood frozen at the
at
wax
Madame
museum.
Tussauds and scared the hell out of people. But I found what was very if you watch it and go forward to about 3 minutes and 47 seconds in, you'll see that he decides to scare a woman who's holding her child.
Oh, yeah.
And she runs with a baby and almost trips and falls.
Oh.
And you could see, like, if you look in the background, you see the production people like, oh,
Because the kid starts crying.
Yeah, and she almost like fell on her baby, which was very interesting for him to pick to yell at. And then they made sure to put in the cut that he was like, "Oh, you're so cute. Give
me your baby."
Yeah, let me kiss it. But that was great. That was awesome.
It was. It's got like.
You're so cute when you're traumatized.
Yes, look at you.
You'll never be able to look
Therapy.
at a statue again.
I mean, they're doing great promotion for. I forget the name of that
Terminator, yeah,
It's
Genesis.
Like Genesis, that's what
Yeah,
it's called. And that video's got like 14 million views.
Yeah.
Like on YouTube alone.
You a movie lady? You like enjoying the summer movies? Good summer.
I am. We were just talking about The Rock
Yes.
and his latest flick, which was.
My friend, my boy, The Rock.
I
Did
know,
you-
I want him to be my boy.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I could share. I don't know if I could share him. You know, he tweets at me on the reg.
Did he answer the question?
He did not answer the question.
What was the question?
The question was, he had there was a tweet back in the day where somebody, what is it, memed, what is it?
Meme.
Memed. Somebody memed.
We don't know if that's it.
That's the name of my firstborn,
Right.
Meme.
If he quoted from the show something I said in Impractical Jokers, and
Oh.
that was the
He's
first
up
time
on
we
the
spoke.
ropes, like with his hand up, and it says, "Where's Larry?"
Where's Larry?
On his shirt.
And that's a catchphrase of mine from the show. So I said, "Hey, we haven't found him." And he said, and then he replied to me, which was very interesting. But I just wrote to him. He had announced that he's making the Rampage movie, and I said, like, I need another reason to think you're the absolute tits. Amazing news, Mr. Johnson. My inner nerd is freaking the fuck out. And he wrote back, "Ha, ours too, bud." Bud.
Bud.
Are you guys like official?
We got a shot at making something cool and epic. Hashtag retro OGs. So
And is he talking about you guys being
buds,
OGs?
yeah, buds and OGs.
He's put you in that
And,
movie.
You know, this is why I love Twitter. This is how this happened. This is how this
How
happened.
did that happen? Were you already following me, or did you follow me after I followed you?
No, I was already following you because I watched Other Space and I
Oh.
absolutely fell in love with it. And I had tweeted you and Paul Feig.
Oh, cool.
And he also writes me back on the regular. I don't
Paul
know if
Feig
you know.
is very active.
I don't know if you
on
know him.
Twitter.
I don't know if you know Paul.
I've heard of him. I've heard of him.
Which he's awesome to work with, I would imagine.
Oh, he's just the kindest and also so creative. He's a really a very calm energy.
Yeah.
And then when he starts directing, you can see his his internal clock just like freaking out. Like he's just coming up with so many ideas, and that's what makes him really great to improv with.
Yeah.
Because he'll give you a little bit, and then he lets you take it and run,
That's
and then
awesome.
brings in the best editors to make you look good.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
fun when they give you free range. You know.
So awesome. Yeah, he crushed it. Spy is my favorite movie of the summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, knocked out Jurassic Park for me. Just
I
Spy.
haven't
it's
seen either
great.
yet, but I heard Spy is very
Spy.
funny.
Yeah, Jurassic
How
World
great
was really well done
Jason
too.
Statham?
He was unbelievable. He stole the show. I'm a huge
Yeah.
Jason Statham fan. He's also the only celebrity I've nosed. In LA.
Where'd you nose
I
him?
nose him at the Coffee Bean in the Grove.
You're
Do you know
risking
what's
your
funny?
nose.
I used to do a bit like that in high school where we would have to touch people with the top of our head.
Oh, okay.
All the time, like in malls, and we would just do it because we were kids. But then you guys are grown men.
Yeah,
You
so
do
that just
it.
makes it weirder. Well, I used to do this since high school because I have just a huge nose. How tall are you?
I'm like 5'3".
Okay, so that's a good height for the top of the head.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good. Well,
My nose
I was
is-
just-
my nose
I
is
would
about
just drop
5'3".
things. Yeah.
You nose Jason Statham again, you might get Billy Blank.
Dude, I was very nervous. Billy Bland is the name of the kid that beat me up when I was 12 years old. He knows that, and
Oh,
it's
that's
hurtful.
cute.
Is it cute that I got beat up at 12?
Well, no, it's cute that he knows. You
'Cause
guys
he-
have been friends for that long?
He was supposed to go beat him up.
Oh, and did you?
I think I was supposed to go
He
beat him
was.
up, and I couldn't find him.
Couldn't find him. He hid from me. He heard my cousin was in
Sure.
from Jersey. No, he did. He heard my cousin was in from Jersey, and he hid.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wait, so what happened? You nose Jason Statham. What did he do?
I didn't get caught. I
you
don't
didn't
get
get
caught. I'm
caught.
the nose ninja, baby.
Yeah, but I thought maybe he was like, oh yeah, I know.
No,
you know.
After I told him he was a big fan, it was nice. Yeah, it was in 04, I think.
Oh, okay. I thought this was like
It's back in the day. It was like right after Transporter came out, right?
Dude, I love his movies, man.
Statham's great.
He's got that great voice.
But yeah, he stole the show. He was awesome in that.
How do you feel about we were talking about social media? How do you feel about interaction and the importance of interacting with fans on social
Yeah, you're
media?
pretty active.
It's a good question. I feel like a lot of I've gotten mixed things because like I started on YouTube. It was all about interaction. It was all about like you guys are my friends and I'm making this for you. And like they would comment on YouTube videos and I would comment back and it made for a really cool dialogue. But as I became like the AT&T girl, I started bringing in people who were like not my buzz. They were just like all over the world people. And so I think I've like toned it back a little bit because there's some like unwanted interaction.
Yeah.
It also doesn't help being a beautiful girl because a lot of it is just not,
Oh, man.
not appropriate. Yeah, a lot of the
Derek-
stuff I've seen some of the tweets and personally, cut it out, America.
Yeah.
Derek's a man, not a woman.
Oh, we were talking about Derek's.
Oh, well, you said beautiful girl. I got the. Wait.
No.
Oh, my fault. You're talking. Sorry.
Got it. But no, I mean, you deal with that bullshit.
See, the thing is, if you're a good-looking girl, you get a ton of views. But on this other side, the comments are like, like we have our assistant editor is Erica, and it's like every comment when she talks like behind the camera, like, oh, Erica, I love Erica, or what's your tits? So, yeah, all this. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
boobs, butts.
Like if you type
But for
Fastlane
me, it
Daily
just
in
makes
Google.
them look like an idiot. You know, like I'm
Yeah.
not offended. It really doesn't like have any kind of weight on my day. I'm just like, oh, you're a monkey. Like you're primitive. Like,
So you're a troll on the internet.
yeah,
like
but
we get it.
But they're not. I don't even think a lot of them are trying to be mean. It's just like their brains turned mush and they're just like monkey.
Yeah.
Like they just can't. How amazing would it be if these people were intelligent enough to like make a joke or interact or engage or like elicit some kind of thought
Yeah.
or share something with me?
Yeah.
You know, then I would love to talk.
Well,
to
that's
them.
Those are the fun ones.
Those are the fun
And I
ones. love
have
them.
some fun ones on Twitter. There are people that I follow back now because they're smart and I enjoy them like as other human beings. I don't think there's any kind of like hierarchy. Like nothing makes us any more like
Yes.
worthy of followers than anyone else. But people are just happening to see us more. So I enjoy those people just as much, but I have kind of cut back. Or like on Instagram now, I'll post photos and not even read the comments, which is
Yeah.
it takes away some of the fun.
The beauty of it is, I guess you can ignore, you can just blatantly ignore the bullshit and interact with the people you want to interact with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
You're very active too, Joe, with your fan base, and I think that like breeds fan base.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
I do it a lot. I do. I just because I enjoy it, and for the most part, people are like, I like when people make me laugh that I don't
Yeah,
know.
me too.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of people out there that they're just cool, and I know what it's like for me. Like back in the day when I wasn't in the public eye, to hear from someone that I respected and made me laugh. That I would be blown away. Like I used to go to UCB all the time, like Ass Cat and all that, and just to talk for a second to anybody that was coming out of that room
Totally.
was unbelievable. You know, we talked about Horatio earlier, and you know, just to get a high five from him once when he left, told him it was a good show, and he was like, "Thanks, man." And my mind was like blown for like years after that. And you know, I actually learned from Favreau. Back in the day, he used to run before it was even anything. He used to do blogs where he would just literally answer people's questions about like swingers and all
that's
this
awesome.
stuff, and he would take the time to do that, and that's why he has like such a loyal fan base because it's cool to. You actually could talk to people. I actually love it just because we're able, the accessibility to even like talk to people that you respect in the industry too. Like, because you know what it's like to be watching somebody and respecting what they're doing.
Oh,
and be
100%,
like,
yeah.
and be able to reach
Yeah.
out.
You know who else does that? Or,
Like The Rock does with me.
Yeah.
Like Dwayne.
Although I'm looking through here, I just never been retweeted by Joe Gatto, so I'm just.
No, I did it on a thing.
Don't do it,
I'm kidding.
It's on a thing. It's. Oh, you know what? My phone froze.
Oh, it froze. Yeah.
Bruce Campbell used to he. You guys know who he is, right? Am I dating myself? You know who Bruce Campbell is?
I don't know. Who
Refresh my
that is.
memory.
Army of Darkness, Evil Dead, Briscoe County Jr. He was the ring announcer in Spider-Man 1. I don't know.
There he is.
Oh, okay.
Come
Got
on,
it.
man.
Got it.
He's like super famous director of B horror movies, but he has a bunch of books out and stuff. And in college, he would if you wrote him a letter or I think even emailed him at that point, he would respond to every
That's amazing.
email. And this guy it's huge.
It's amazing. Yeah.
There is like a weird thing that happens with like diminishing returns to like when I would get a letter from a fan or an email or something before, I would just be like, "This is amazing!" Like to have an effect on someone else's life is like so
totally.
amazing. Like somebody took time out of their day
yeah.
to do something for you.
Yeah.
And then when you get a lot of them, for me, it starts to feel like overwhelming. Like I'm like, I can't respond to all of these people. And then like, I turn off like that part of the notification
Yeah.
because it becomes like all day.
You get consumed by it. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. But Twitter makes it very manageable where you can just like visit that part of your life. And you're like, okay, I'm going to sit on Twitter for 25 minutes and answer
then-
all of these.
And then you're back into your normal thing.
And at the same time, too, I mean, I think you're right. Like on Instagram comments or YouTube comments, there's no way you can respond to all like the good people. The haters. Who cares? They're dumb. But like if someone goes out of their way to like draw something for you or
Right.
actually mail you
that's the
something,
best.
yeah, like that's like way more above and beyond. So you definitely want to make sure you talk to them, or if they email you like a long thing and like to your personal
Yeah.
email, that's always it makes you feel good too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We have an ongoing discussion on this podcast about where celebrity comes from, and you're like an interesting person to talk to about this. How do you feel about YouTube celebrities? Or Vine celebrities,
Right.
YouTube celebrities.
Vine's a better example. I think that's more of what you're at, because YouTube, there's real production behind most of the time. Like Vine, there is people too, but
I guess the argument always came from Vine.
Vine.
Derek, you always got annoyed when people were famous via Vine, right?
I don't know. I didn't get mad because some of that stuff is hilarious. Like you can, if you're creative and funny in 6 seconds, great. But like, I've met people and they're like, yeah, we're here on a Vine meetup. And I always bring me back to this one. I was doing Man on the Street in Times Square, and I just went up to this random girl, and she's like, I don't know if you want to. She said something along the lines of like, I'm pretty Vine famous, so you're sure. So I literally looked at her. I was like, "Great!" Walked right away. I was like, "Get the fuck out of here with that shit." It's like Vine famous.
What's annoying to me is that somebody would call themselves Vine famous.
Exactly right.
Yeah, exactly. That was it right there for me. But yeah, there's a lot of people being real creative on Vine too. Like they 6-second video, and they put them all together. Like there's one dude, he like jumps into the screen and then jumps out. Have you seen that guy?
Yeah.
That's like really cool stuff. But I'm talking like I don't know, people like that.
You always get mad about the Pikachu guy. What's his name?
Oh no, on YouTube.
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
He gets mad about this PewDiePie guy.
I get mad. It doesn't really matter what
He's
the
from
medium
Sweden or
is.
whatever.
I get mad about
Attitude.
bad content being successful.
That's it. That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
what it is. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if it's 6 seconds or if it's a feature film. When like something that I think is garbage,
Yes.
people are like, and PewDiePie. It also feels like it's like a popular thing. Like there's not a lot of quality in it.
Ugh.
It's just people are getting on the bandwagon with that. So that I totally understand what's frustrating. But I don't mind Vine as like, it's just a new medium and everything's getting faster and we just got to roll with the times.
No, yeah, I'm with you on that. It's just there's certain people that I've met that like rub me the wrong way, like just with Vine,
I think
especially
with
for
Vine,
some reason.
Yeah, Vine built a community of entitlement versus YouTube.
Right in the beginning, it seemed like, and then over time, I think Vine has gotten better in that sense of people going on there. And
I guess my stance is always that talent's talent, and it doesn't matter where you're putting it out. If you grow a fan base through that, then God bless you. You know what I mean? It's like,
Sure.
whether it's Vine jumping in and out of screens or filming your cat fall off a bookshelf.
That was great, by the way.
I do, you know.
You did that?
No. I would never throw my cat off a bookshelf.
You
Again.
didn't throw it. It sort of fell on
I don't
its
know what
own.
he's talking about.
It jumped. But, you know, it is the wave of the future, too. I mean, let's be honest. Like, how many... I canceled cable, and I have internet and Apple TV, and I love it. Like,
Could you please stop telling people you cancel cable? That's how I work.
don't
Every
cancel
time.
basic cable.
Joe,
Make sure
I
you
didn't
keep
cancel
basic
it.
cable.
Thank you.
And my nephew loves you.
The
Thank
only
you.
show I watch not on my computer is Impractical Jokers.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, everything else I have like HBO Go and
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, football and like the only I've watched your show on True TV. Yeah, I
And
don't.
live sports, right?
No, but live
I
sports now-
DVR like Game of Thrones, but I guess that's still on TV. But I DVR and I can watch on HBO Go and Silicon Valley. I got to think about this.
Get back to us on it.
You're having like personal turmoil about this.
I'm like, why am I paying for?
Cancel
dude.
my
Hold on a minute.
I watch the entire, and since I'm homeless, I watch the entire NHL playoffs on my iPad on the NBC app.
Where are you living now that your house
Here
is
and
being
there,
raised?
you know. You got space anywhere for me?
Yeah.
I've literally moved the last 4 weeks in a row. I'm not even kidding you. It's terrible.
You could come stay at my place, dude.
No, I'm good now.
See? And
No.
that's why.
I'm finally in.
Oh,
where I
your
wanna be.
place? Nah, I'd rather be
Nah,
homeless.
it's like, no, I'm good on this cardboard box I'm saying.
You know, it's not bad. It's not bad.
But you got a baby. It's hard to have people at your house when you got a crying baby.
Yeah, she doesn't
Take
cry
all
that
your
much.
time.
She doesn't cry that much, which
just
is good.
doesn't sleep?
She just doesn't sleep.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's not a cry. Not as much as a cry. She cries when I hold her.
Yeah.
She's like, who's this strange man holding me? Because my
Why is
wife's
his
home all the
nose
time.
poking me?
Yeah, stop nosing me. Yeah, no, thank God she's got her mother's nose. That was like the one thing I was like, please don't have my nose.
There you go.
There's the porn.
There's that
Fog machine's pole comes down. This is why we really invited you, Milana.
Time to do it. Hit record. We haven't been recording yet.
music. By the way, we're not joking. That's why we. But let's go. Here we go. No,
This
Dance
turns
around
into
a
a huge.
C-stand.
the pole extends.
This extends
Go
up.
gadget pole.
The GoPros turn around.
That music indicates a game we like to play. It's called Top or Bottom.
Top or Bottom.
I'm gonna give you. That's not sexual, really. I'm gonna give you two terms. If these two things were in a relationship, which one would be on the top? Which one would be on the bottom? It's tailored to you. We're gonna round table it. We're gonna start with you. You ready to play?
Yes.
Top or bottom? Number one, AT&T or Verizon?
You know.
You
You know. AT&T's on top.
There you go.
You got to get free service, right? I mean, come on. You can't say.
Can't say. Sign that paperwork.
And that phone is totally AT&T.
Yeah, my phone's AT&T. I've had it since forever. I mean, before this, but yeah, okay, right? Silly question. We know the answer.
Yeah, of course.
Well, we know what you're going to say, but Derek?
Well, I have AT&T as well. I've never really had a problem. So AT&T on top. They put hot chicks in the commercials.
What else do they need?
Yeah. Who needs service?
Service and babes.
But if we're talking TV service, then Verizon would be on. But we're talking strictly phones here.
Maybe.
AT&T doesn't do TV, so
No, that's what I'm saying.
They do. They have Uverse. Anyway, let's keep going.
Joe Gatto. Verizon. See, there you go. And there it is, everybody.
We travel as a group, and I have Verizon, Murr has AT&T, and Sound Cube both have T-Mobile.
Who has T-Mobile?
Those two idiots.
You might as well have Sprint.
It literally is like 4 cents a month of like unlimited data.
Part of my contract was that like every time someone mentions a different brand, I have to flush their phone down the toilet. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm obligated.
Not again.
Good thing we're in New York.
I'm going to say AT&T. I have AT&T, but I'm going to say Verizon because since I switched, the service is sometimes.
Wait, you have what now?
I have AT&T.
Oh.
But you're going to go Verizon over it.
No, yeah, because I enjoyed my Verizon service. I gotta admit.
Okay.
Although AT&T has a better plan.
AT&T plan.
And I actually have the AT&T Digital Life in my house with the security.
So why don't you make me
AT&T's
a
on top.
There you
AT&T,
go.
I'm a flip
And
phone.
thank
AT&T,
you.
I'm grandfathered in, like, so I have
Unlimited data.
unlimited data forever.
So I'm alone on this one. All right.
Yeah.
Number 2, top or bottom, commercials or web series?
To do what? Like to watch?
To make money.
It's up to you, however you want to play it.
Well, you've done both.
I love working in any capacity, and they both are really fun. Shoot. I think I'm gonna pick the commercial.
Commercials.
Yeah, just because it's like such an easy breezy, fun job, and I've been working on those for like a year and a half, and the people that shoot it with me, they're like my family.
Cool. Yeah, and as you established before, web series is a ton of work, man. You know?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I know. Don't I know it?
Yeah, I mean, I've grew up in the web world and the web series world, and I love it, but I think I'd put commercials on top, because every time I've shot commercials, it's been on awesome locations with great people, and it's an experience, and it pays more. And
then you go home at the end of the day and you don't think about it again until it comes out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't got to worry about with the content. I just read my lines. You know, maybe the director lets me do a little something different. I'm cool with that.
Got it.
Web series. You control the content. That's why I like it. You can say whatever you want. There's no censor. You do whatever you want.
You've done a lot of commercials too at this point, but they're basically wrapped into your.
Yeah, they're wrapped into the show. I mean, we worked with a lot of brands, which is fun. Don't get me wrong. I love doing that kind of stuff. But the web series, like, I would make a web sketch every day if I could, if I had the time. I just loved doing that. That part of my career is one of my favorites. So
I got to say, web series, like when I was doing.
You worked basically.
I mean, the blue.
Yeah.
Oh wait, on your.
No. Well, I said you've worked basically in web series.
Yeah, my web series. Well, this, if you want to call this a web series, and the Blue Shirt Buds, I do a show for the New York Rangers. Like, that was the most amazing. Just traveling with the team, going to all a bunch of cities.
That's not the standard web series.
But that's But that's mine. I also shot a couple commercials, and I did a commercial not too long ago for a breath mint called Hello. And it was the most horrifying experience of my life, man. Like, horrifying.
You know? When you guys were saying web series, I was actually thinking of Other Space, which is a show that I did for Yahoo that is a web show. I wasn't thinking about my show, but like I didn't have any control in that. So that was a totally different kind of creative experience. When I was making my show, that was like my pride and joy. That was my baby. There's nothing else I would rather be doing. That is so creatively fulfilling.
Right.
And you leave feeling like proud and excited and feeling like you contributed something to making people happy.
Yep.
So I'm gonna flip flop and go for web series.
There you go.
I feel like any FLD fan listening to this, like, what the fuck
are you
Derek
talking
D?
about? Yeah.
Come on,
Don't
come on,
get me
come
wrong.
on, come on,
FLD.
come on,
Jump in.
All right, I've been hosting FLD. Yeah, web series. I mean, I guess I gotta FLDs.
So none of us want to work in commercials again. So you guys can keep your commercials money.
Although, how long?
Wait.
I'm back to commercials.
Wait, can I tell you a quick story real fast?
Yeah.
I just shot a infomercial the other day.
Wait, let me get to it. It was in Chinese.
No. Dude, I didn't realize in North Jersey there's all these big studios for like all the as seen on TV stuff, all shoots
wow.
in North Jersey. And I booked this infomercial called the V Shape. They literally wrap me in cellophane and towels to give me love handles, for my before picture. And they're like, stick your stomach out. And then afterwards, I'm like my normal self with like this band and wrap around. And I talk to this girl
So
about
shady, man.
how it's so hilarious.
So shady.
So fake, it's so hilarious, but the money was good. And I was like, I'm not.
saw
How do you
myself.
feel about yourself? How you feel about that?
You feel like you're in shape.
I feel great about it. I was already. They were like, no. It's so funny because the director's like, all right, stick out your pooch a little bit, get that, and like the assistant director would come in and like fix my towel and saran wrap. Did you see any of my Snapchats? Oh, you're not.
I followed you too, but I didn't see those.
Oh, it was ridiculous, ridiculous.
And they didn't make you like sign a non-disclosure or anything. Like they're just like go out and talk about how fake this is.
Well, whatever. It's an infomercial, you know.
Check cleared.
They were like, it's fine.
It's good.
It's fine.
We can always edit the part out, so don't worry about
Like
it.
now you're nervous. Oh,
Now that I
shit,
thought about
did.
it, okay. Did I say V shape?
Yeah, we'll edit out V-shape.
Take that out of
Say
it.
right now, just say, I did this infomercial.
I did this infomercial where they made me look fat for a before picture, and then right after, I was like me again.
Oh, cool. Top or bottom, number 3. Lily Adams.
Yeah.
Or Tina.
No, you skipped.
Yeah, I did. Shook skin. I did on purpose.
Shukshin.
You want-
I like Tina Shukshin. I would rather hang out with Lily because she seems way calmer. But like in terms of who I like to play, it's so much fun to play a lunatic.
Lily and Tina get in a fight. Who wins?
Tina wins. Tina would destroy. Are you kidding? Tina would blow up Lily. Her claws would come out and she would destroy. And Lily's like, let's talk about it.
There.
AT&T girl on top, Tina, and then Lily. I added one in there.
Are you confused?
I added one in there.
What happened? V shape? Too tight?
Did you get into your head?
My V. I need that V up. What you said.
Joe Gatto.
Tina, heads down.
Tina.
Crushed it.
Yeah, I loved
Great
it too, man.
Great character and series, awesome.
I'm on board with that.
Unbelievable. Yeah, you guys blew me away. I watched it like 6 episodes in a row and then followed up on the last 2. It was really good.
That's really nice. Thanks.
great.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, I did. I loved it. Yeah.
Number 4, live Prude Girls or other space.
Live Prude Girls. Before anything else you would say.
There you go.
Right on.
That's like her baby. She's kind of
Yeah.
said that. Yeah.
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 It's like the roots, you know?
Quest love, man. It's all love.
No, different kind of roots.
Yeah, that's the band. That's the band of roots.
Yeah.
You confused again?
No, ass. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm going live Prude Girls on top and other space on the bottom.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, because that was
Oh,
great.
thanks for putting my successful YouTube series on the bottom.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? It's the
It's
thing.
just-
Like,
I
there's
get
no
it.
promotion for it. There's
No,
no one
that's what-
behind it. Like, if you've seen
I
it,
get
that
it.
means a lot to me.
I watched it. And the cuts were great too. Like with your, I don't know the other girl that you're with
Stevie
there,
Nelson.
but like her her looks were just like were
Yeah.
great. And you were both great. It was very good.
Thank you.
It's so interesting that you had Bob Odenkirk on that show because he
Yeah.
was in Breaking Bad.
Right.
Yeah, Jesse Pinkman's he comes by all the time. Jesse, what did you think of Live Prude Girls?
Yo, it's like I wanted to watch it, but I was doing too much math. And then, hey, yo, Mr. White, I was talking to,
It's Mike.
hey, yo, Mr. Mike.
What if Donald Trump came? No, I'm just kidding.
It's the best when you pit his characters against each other. He gets completely flustered.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with Trump though. It's
Yeah.
not
Joe
good.
Gatto.
Other space. Like I said, I loved Live Prude Girls too. I actually was blown away at Other Space, from everything from the production to the writing of it, and then just I loved each character.
Thank you.
And I just thought it was so good. Love some more than others.
Is that the one you said that's on Yahoo?
Yahoo
Yeah.
Screen, yeah. And I love that Yahoo Screen did it. It was
Thanks.
it's really, really, really great. Really great series. If you haven't seen it, you gotta check it
I got to go with Live Prude Girls just because you love it. So how could everybody else not love it? It's your baby, so it's got to be on top.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
I mean, this is a win-win, honestly. Whatever you guys pick, it means a lot. Thank you.
All right, top or bottom, number 5, stand-up comedy or situational comedy?
You mean like doing a
A
sitcom?
sitcom. That's
I've
what-
never been on a sitcom, so stand-up.
There you go.
Well,
You mean like to watch or to perform?
no, either way. But like, isn't Other Space a sitcom?
It's episodic.
I don't know, yeah.
But yeah, it's
I guess-
non-traditional though.
Yeah,
give it a
sure.
go.
I guess it's I really love stand-up. I've just started doing it like in the past 2 years, and it's a rush. It's a high. I really enjoy it, so I'm gonna pick that.
That immediate gratification thing. Yeah. I'd go stand up on top.
Right on.
Yeah.
Joe, I've never done stand up. Yeah, you do stand up all the time. I watch you from the wings. I get mad every time you
I
say
don't
it.
know why you're yelling at me.
Well, because you say I'm not a stand up comedian, but you are.
I guess I have to say stand up then. Because I'm not a sitcom guy.
Well, I've done neither, so I'm not even gonna bring.
But what do you like better to watch, stand up or sitcom?
What do I like better to watch? I mean, that's tough, man. Like I would, if I had my choice, if I sat down on my couch right now,
Yep.
I'd be more apt to go to an episode of Seinfeld than I would
say
than
stand-up
go to a
special.
stand-up special.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to say
get that.
sitcom. You know, so
What if it was about watching Seinfeld or going to see Jerry Seinfeld do stand-up?
Joe and I have seen him a couple times together, and I don't love him live stand up, but I love comedians and Cards Getting Coffee. I love Seinfeld.
good, yeah.
You know what I mean? Live doing stand up, I don't know. So I'm.
Yeah, but Seinfeld's different kind of case, like because his show was so the show. Like you can't like I would more say that about like Ray Romano. Have you ever seen Ray Romano live? Like I
No.
saw Ray Romano live, and I loved Everybody Loves Raymond. But Ray Romano's stand up was unbelievable. He was like a perfect stand up comedian.
Yeah.
Which was weird because you see him as a sitcom actor. You know, like I felt like when you watch Seinfeld, because Seinfeld was just so. It was you love the ensemble. Like you don't just love Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry's great in it, of course, but you love the ensemble. So to see one by themselves is kind of weird.
And I agree with that. And I think I've had unfortunate experiences at stand-up shows that I was really pumped for. Like I saw Artie Lang in Red Bank right before Artie Lang tried to kill himself. And it was one of the most depressing things I'd ever.
Oh, because the whole stand up, he was just like,
You couldn't understand a word he said, man.
Yeah.
It's like when I saw the second time I saw Guns N' Roses, and it was way after the Appetite for Destruction tour, and Axl Rose was on his trip, and like he refused to play songs. Like I was so excited to see them.
Right, that's why people come.
Wait, what's that? I don't know about that.
Guns N' Roses. Do you know
I
where they
know,
are?
I've heard of Guns N' Roses once or twice.
Yeah.
But what do you mean? Axl Rose was on a trip and refused to play
He
songs?
wouldn't play.
Yeah, man. Like
So
1980.
he
Classics.
sold a show.
Monsters of Rock tour. 1988. I saw them at the Garden, Soundgarden, and Faith No More, which means nothing to you probably. I'm so much older. They opened for Guns N' Roses. It was
In 88?
88. Appetite for Destruction. Right, so then fast forward to my senior year in high school. I'm not going to say what year that was, but I went to the Monsters of Rock at Giant Stadium, Metallica, Guns N' Roses. I didn't want to see Metallica. Like I had no interest. I didn't know who they were.
Right.
Metallica
they're pretty awesome.
They saved the day and made me a fan because Axl Rose refused to come out and play, and Metallica came out and played for like 4 hours.
How can you just like fuck over that many people?
you're a dick.
Unbelievable, man.
That's why
and
where's
that's why he
Axl Rose
sucked.
today?
Was he like on drugs? Was he like going through something? How do you justify being so mean to people who love you?
There is no justification for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why Slash is like way more famous than Axl
Yeah,
Rose right now.
all of the guys from Guns N' Roses went on to have really good, successful careers,
Yeah,
and he's nowhere. He's actually touring as Guns N' Roses. He's the only one. He's the only member in the band.
And he looked way
He looks
bad.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah.
I think he won the name in some kind of legal battle so he can use it, but the other guys didn't want it.
Of course, it's tainted.
So, I don't know. So I back to the initial argument or discussion. I'd say sitcom, and I that's why I prefer sitcom. It's less disappointing more often.
So
the time.
Axl Rose is the one to blame. Why you don't
Him
like
and Jerry
stand-up comedy.
Seinfeld. Him and
Got
Jerry
it.
Seinfeld.
Got it.
But
It's Axl Rose's fault.
As far as sitcoms go, though, could we talk a little bit about the other space?
Yeah.
I'd
Right.
love to. Yeah. So you want to talk about a little bit how that happened?
That happened. Yeah, that happened also with just an audition.
Oh come on, you were fucking lucky.
Yeah, it just.
Also good at auditioning, clearly. But I mean that's
Yeah, I mean,
really
well,
a
how
call?
else do you expect them to happen? Like, what do you mean? Like, what's the alternative? You think someone's just gonna call me and give it to me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not there.
Come on.
No, I gotta work for everything.
Well, no. With that, I thought because with an ensemble cast, I thought it might have been somebody being like, "Hey, I have a friend who's really good. You should look at her."
I mean, Paul Feig, the creator of the
Yes.
show, he's amazing. He also did Freaks and Geeks and Bridesmaids and Spy, and now he's working on Ghostbusters.
Oh God,
That's crazy.
you got to get in that. You got to get a cameo in that.
I don't know. I didn't get an audition. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, that's going over big guns.
But yeah, he had seen the commercials and maybe seen my web series at that time. But I still had to. I went in like 3 or 4 times to audition for that.
So you didn't know anybody else on the cast before you shot?
I did. I knew Eugene Cordero because we do improv together, and I knew Karan Soni, who plays Stuart, because he was like in a bunch of other AT&T commercials.
Okay.
But
He's the AT&T guy.
he's the AT&T guy. Yeah, he's like the Indian guy in the other commercials.
Yeah.
He's the captain in this series, right? Like,
Yes.
He's hysterical.
He's
man.
amazing.
From the first frame that I saw him, I said, this guy is so funny. And he carried that character. He probably played the best character, no offense. He probably played the best character on that show.
I agree.
He was so consistently, he just had the handle on the character. Like, it was like watching somebody
His
in a
delivery
movie.
was amazing.
His delivery was perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
Everything he said was funny. Every line he
I
said.
think making the show, a lot of people were confused about what the tone was and what kind of show it was and who the characters were because it's something that doesn't exist. It's
Right.
like a workspace comedy, a workplace comedy in space. Workspace
The
comedy.
workspace comedy is
Yeah.
great. You should register that.
It's like-
register trademark.
It's like The Office meets Star Trek.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's a good way.
That's a great compliment. But because of that, like, where is it on the scope of like Office,
So
and then
weird.
but we also shoot it like Parks and Rec, which is a little broader than The Office, and so everyone was trying to getting their bearings, except for Karan, who at the top was like, I get it, I know this character, I feel it.
Yeah, and that bled through the computer screen. He was great.
That one dude, him in that one AT&T commercial, I forget what he does, but he's in the car.
Him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in a car.
But no, he has that one reaction. I forget what he says, but it's absolutely
The
hysterical. Like
spicy
this-
burrito.
Yes, and he's like, "Wah." Yeah, that one.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Also, like one of the nicest people.
And you
ever.
guys got to work together a lot on the series too because of your storyline, which is cool, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it was really fun.
And you could see this on Yahoo, right?
You can go to yahoo.com/otherspace.
Now, there's 8 episodes in season 1, I guess. Are we going to get a season 2?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They'd be crazy to not give us a season 2
Yeah.
because the reviews have been really wonderful. But
And it just
we don't
launched
know.
recently, right? April it came out?
Yeah. So anything could still happen, but we have no word yet.
I think they're trying to figure out a lot over there too. I mean, TV on the internet, like overall,
The
is
community
going
moved
through-
to Yahoo.
Taking
Yeah, it's
over,
great, yeah.
man. It's taking over.
It's. I think they're just trying to figure out where they want to put stuff. But I mean, that'd be great. It was great.
Thank you.
How long until, and Gatto, I apologize. but
Shut up! Stop talking about how my livelihood. I have a baby now.
How long until it's dead?
Soon.
How long until cable's dead?
Soon.
And can you move? I mean, how hard is it to either flip a show, or is it even practical to flip a show? Or
It's impractical.
It's impractical.
Yeah, let's get that one up.
For you to go one way and for her show to go another, right? Like, what's more beneficial?
I think it could go both ways. I feel like there's going to be some kind of figuring out of like a Venn diagram, and we're going to figure out what's in the middle of it, because a lot of internet is still figuring out how to work their way to TV. Like YouTube stars are getting TV shows, but then movies are putting out web content.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think they're going to figure out a way to work together.
Some shows would not. I mean, comedy, I think, is the one thing that easily works on the internet. Like easily, but you can't watch, like I'm watching that show The Whispers on, I don't know if you guys seen it on ABC. It's awesome. It's a really good drama.
Yeah.
Like sci-fi kind of really fucked up kind of thing that I'm sorry, effed up.
Whatever.
It's a really fucked you
Red
kind of
E.
thing. So it's like that would never work on a small screen watching it on like the web. You know what I mean? That feels like that needs to be a TV
But
show.
that's the thing. It's not even about like the platform that you watch it on now, because you can watch the internet on your TV.
Right.
Yeah.
You just flick it to your Apple TV.
But yeah, that or now most TVs, new
Have a
TVs now
point.
come internet accessible.
I
I
think
don't know now. I think I'm going to be
But I
unemployed.
think everything's going to be everything. I think like it's only
Yeah.
a matter of time before you can subscribe to Impractical Jokers.
Right. I mean, a la carte cable is literally within the next year.
No, it's already
happened.
Now.
It
It's
is.
now, and
But
it's
it's
too,
not-
but it's too late.
Yeah, it's true.
It's now and it's too late. And I
but
think
it's not.
I think
It's
TV
not broad. People don't realize they could do it yet. I don't think people understand that you could just basically buy the stations you want.
Well, that's why I'm saying it's too late, because the only people that care are our parents and beyond, and that generation is dying
Yes.
off, and TV's going to die with a generation.
Yeah. Well, think about it. It's like radio went the way of TV, and then TV and the internet is very similar. You know, radio shows, TV shows, and now you're on the internet. Then the internet dies, and the next thing comes out. Apple Watches, everybody's watching on their watch.
It's just going to be an evolution, and it's not necessarily that like you won't be able to feed your baby because this is going to happen. You're just going to have to adapt to whatever the new thing is.
Yeah, of course.
And you will, because you're a self-starter, because you started on the internet, and now you have TV, and then whatever happens after that, you're going to be fine.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, don't cry. We got this.
We got this.
A lot of things too, like advertisers. It always seems tough for advertisers to actually like figure out the internet, like what, like especially with YouTube. They're very like, well, where do we throw money at? Because is this gonna work? Like
Such a scramble, yeah.
because there's so many like web series that money gets put into, and it's shot well and it's acted well, and then it's like boom, 3,000 views, and then the guy, you know, in his underwear with a laser pointer and his cat, you know,
Yeah.
50 million
was me.
views.
Yeah.
And it's they're just like, oh, how we should have, if we knew we could have, and then they're like, what do we put money behind? We see it all the time in our show.
It's a gamble, and I think what a lot of traditional media want to do is put their money behind a sure thing. So they'll give like Madonna $1 million to make a video, but like that doesn't always work either.
Right.
You know, there is no sure thing. So I think what hopefully will happen is that people will just start to support quality content, and then you put ads on that. I don't really.
You gotta
know.
hope.
Yeah.
You know what else is really driving me crazy? Like Hulu. You subscribe and pay just like you would Netflix, right? But there's ads. So Seinfeld is they're launching as of the 24th. Every single episode of Seinfeld is going to be on Hulu.
Wow.
Right? But as you're watching an episode,
Jerry needs
there's
more money.
There's 5 commercials, and it says ad 105, and it has the little wheel, and you have to sit.
Five
you pay for
commercial
that?
during a break?
Yeah, and you pay for it.
No, but yeah, but if you do Hulu Plus, they give you the option to watch all the commercials up top.
But you still have to watch the
I know
commercials.
you
but you're
do,
paying.
but then you feel like, oh, I'll pay the
play,
extra.
walk away.
Play, walk away, come
Right.
back. You don't get interrupted. But that, yeah, and especially when you watch their movies, because they do a lot of movies, you get that over an hour, and you're watching as much commercials as you would on TV.
And
you
you're
know,
paying.
on TV, like I was watching TV on the plane ride here. I was watching MTV, and I was watching Jersey Shore, which I've never seen before, and it's amazing.
It's terrible.
It's like inspiration for hidden camera stuff. Like I want to do that in public and see what happens.
right,
you know?
right.
That show destroyed us.
I am so mad at it.
So mad at that.
I'm so sorry about it, but I mean, I think people know that it's like a very
No, they
specific
don't.
population. You
no,
don't?
no, they don't. And those people aren't from New Jersey.
Where are they from?
They're all from like Rhode Island, Long Island. Staten
One's from New
Island.
Jersey and not by the beach. Oh, it just destroyed us.
Anyway, I was watching that show,
ahead.
and there were more commercials than there was content.
Yeah.
It was longer.
Huge shit.
And
It's
so
like
I
18-minute show for a half hour of
Yeah.
TV.
MTV is like huge for long commercials. Like
Well, like a kids. Okay. You know what? But it's something to be said that you can't skip, like you just said, you can't skip on Hulu. So you're watching those commercials, unlike if you DVR a show.
Right.
You just skip right by.
that's right.
well,
but
how does
you do
that
pay
work
for cable.
for advertising on TV if people skip your commercials?
They actually just changed the way that shows get. Well, I know they just did this with our network. That they there's a thing called the +3 numbers. That it's not your rating of your time slot. It's your rating of if people watch it within 3 days. So that's how they sell ad space against. So that is a huge change within the market to be like, instead of going to the live numbers because nobody watches TV live anymore, and they're like, okay, let's do a +3.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But then can they see in the statistics if people have fast forwarded through
They
the
can.
commercial? Wow,
They
cool.
can. They see
And-
what commercials people stop on, and that's why actually, especially with like a lot of the shows, you'll see the same commercial play, of course, in multiple segments. You know, like I know that there's one specific commercial that plays in every one of our shows in every commercial break.
Oh, wow.
Same commercial, so hopefully somebody will see it. Yeah.
There, I remember when I would watch something on demand, like back in the day, you'd be able to fast forward through the commercials on demand. Now on Verizon, anyway,
Can't do it.
You can't, and it
Yeah.
says like, you know, it basically tells you things.
Watch this, buy this.
Yeah, you gotta
They're
watch.
figuring out a way, but and when they do figure it out, like they're doing ads now. Is it really worse or better to be on True TV or on Yahoo? Right, because you're getting ads on both ends of it. People are finding ways to advertise. So really, what do you get by being on network versus being on the internet? Like, where's the benefit?
Well, for internet, doing a show on Yahoo, for me as the performer, there was no difference. It was a TV budgeted production. So we had the same camera guys that work on TV. We had like amazing writers who work
Where'd
all
you
over
shoot
TV.
it?
In LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, in like a little place.
On a lot or no?
No, in like a tiny little warehouse that was literally destroyed after we shot there.
just converted
Like
it.
there was definitely fungus growing in the walls. Like, it was pretty gross. But everything else was super legit except for the location.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel any of the hurt. but I know that there's lots of web companies that try to do things on the cheap. And honestly, I think you can produce things a lot cheaper than TV does because there's a lot of
there's a lot of
you get
there's
a lot of
waste.
comfort. Yeah, there's a lot of waste, right?
Tons
You
of
see
waste.
that all the time.
Yeah.
But
Look how many people work on our show.
I'm telling you, like, I don't want to get too much into it, but I feel like in a big show like Jokers, there is tons of waste from the top to the bottom, and I don't know if that exists. Maybe on a
Well,
on an internet show.
we've done as long. We used to make our movies that were 22 minutes.
Yeah.
With you, a sound guy. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's-
I mean, look at I'm shooting a sizzle reel right now with my friend Greg Oliver, who's done a lot of work with Joey and I, and it's two guys doing the whole production. It's Greg and I, and you saw it. It's like
Looks like a
you would
full
think
production,
they're
yeah.
a 20-person production.
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah.
It's just you don't need all of that.
Well, it also you're like a multi-talented person. You can do all of those things, and I don't know that traditional media like encourages that. I think they're like, you're a sound guy, so you're a sound guy, and you're always a sound
Sure.
guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's happened to me too when I've like watched a web series and been like, what was the budget on that? And they were like, it was $20,000 an episode, and I was like, where did it go?
Yes, man. Yes.
Buy a potted plant to put in the corner for wood.
Yeah.
And what you were saying before too, I think my mom and dad aren't watching TV shows on Yahoo.
Right.
Like Baby Boot, my dad, Baby, like they're not.
But your nieces and nephews are.
Yeah, but you're saying when that generation, move on.
Yeah.
You're right. There'll be more people watching the online stuff, like our generation Y and whatever.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think
What
I'm
are we
Y.
calling them anyway?
Millennial. I'm a millennial, right? Are we a
You're a millennial.
Yeah.
What makes someone a millennial? Is it that they were born after 2000 or that they graduated? Or?
No,
I think it's like 80 to.
It's your college years, isn't it? Like Gen X is.
We're
when
Generation
you-
X, right?
we're Gen
What are
X.
you? You're not
You're not
Generation
millennial.
X?
You're not
I'm
millennial.
Y.
You're Gen Y.
There's really a Gen Y?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
It came after us.
Okay.
There's no Gen Z.
You're not our
And then there's
generation.
Z. And then there's Z
Yeah.
after us.
Yeah, I was X. So were you.
No, I'm like 2 years younger than.
So, hey, do you have time to play a quick game?
I got nothing else going on.
All right. This is a little game I like to call Rehashing Your Hashtag. It's basically I stalk your Twitter during Stinker Tinker time, and I'm going to read them back to you and ask you, what the hell were you thinking?
Oh, wow.
You ready?
You have so much free time. How do you do that?
By the way, you could find her at Mint Milana, like the cookie, on Twitter. So 10:08 a.m. on May 27th, 2015, you said, I wouldn't say it's the main reason I want a dog, but the allure of almost touching hot shit every morning is strong.
Good one.
Yeah, I was dog sitting this adorable little white poodle who I loved. And then the only thing that I was being totally sarcastic, but like it's just the grossest thing to be like, yeah, I'll wake up at 6 a.m. and take you on a walk and then pick up your steaming hot shit. But I loved it, and like it wasn't even my dog, but I still really want a dog, and I'll put up with it.
My dog is my boy. I love him.
Yeah, I love
He
dogs.
pooped blood yesterday.
Oh no, why?
Sorry to hear that.
I don't know, but he's okay. At This Week in Hank, if anybody wants to follow him on Instagram, he has one. But and Gatto's got a couple little puppies.
Cannoli and biscotti.
Those are great names.
And my daughter's name is Milana, so it's like two desserts and a cookie. Other name.
Fiedel's next.
That's my son, Sviadel.
Del Gatto.
8:47 p.m. on March 14th, 2015. Have you guys tried chicken?
Fried chicken.
Have you guys tried fried chicken? I'd love it.
No, it wasn't fried chicken.
No, it's
it
not
was
fried chicken. Have you guys tried chicken?
Oh, I thought that said fried chicken.
How do you guys try chicken? I love
You guys, I was just really baked.
it. She knows by the time.
I remember because it was my birthday weekend and we were celebrating and there was just barbecue chicken and I took a bite of it and I was like, you want to try chicken? Oh, it's so good.
This is amazing.
Why have I not eaten all of this?
So, hey, man, this is right around the same time. So, 8:26 p.m., October 8th, 2014.
2014.
Yo, scale of 1 to 10. How afraid are you of balloons? So, it's the same time of day, so we can only imagine.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Are you more afraid of like the balloon popping? Is that the fear?
No, I think I wrote it because it makes no sense. I really don't. Oh no, you know what it was? I think I was driving in the car and I had balloons in the car. Have you guys ever done that?
Oh, it's the worst.
That's terrifying.
Yes, you don't know they're gonna block your vision.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah. They're going all over the place. You can't see behind you. You can't see the side of you.
It's the worst.
So, real quick, 1 to 10.
If I'm driving with them, 10. If they're at a party, 10. 10.
Derek?
8. It's got to be an 8.
Joey?
I'm definitely tied at a 5 for both of them.
5 of both?
But I'll suck the helium out of those right quick.
Oh, you pervert.
8?
I don't like balloons, but if I can suck them.
I'm not scared.
8:57 p.m. So we can only assume everybody's right. 8:57 p.m. April 15th, 2014. No one is named Mark anymore, right? You wrote it, man.
That's you.
Who are
No one
you?
is named Mark anymore, right? I guess I just hadn't met anyone named Mark in a while.
That's it. That'll do it.
But honestly, are people like, if you have a little baby and someone comes up
Mark's
to you,
not even on the
oh,
scale."
what's your name? What'd you name your little guy? Like, Mark.
Yeah, nobody. It's like saying Beth. It's like Beth for a girl.
You know, we just lost a bunch of listeners.
Bethany and Marcus are
all
like, I'm out of
I
here.
think
right?
if your name is Mark and you're an adult, you're good. But if you're having a baby and naming your baby Mark, think again.
Yeah, there should be no Mark Juniors.
No Mark Jr.'s, no Beths.
Yep.
1:33 a.m.
Shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
when
May
things get
19th,
dark.
2014. The woman in the stall next to me just farted and apologized, which I found very considerate.
So does that mean that you were tweeting from the toilet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I was out at a bar and there's a woman next to me and I just heard her go, oh, sorry.
Oh, it was like a young woman or like an older woman?
I don't remember. I don't think I ever saw
Oh,
her.
you didn't look underneath the skin?
But even then,
Look
can you
at the
tell
ankles.
if she? Yeah,
Look at the ankles.
yeah. How many veins does she have on her ankles? That's how you tell. But it was like really sweet. It was like, oh,
That was an Asian woman.
sorry.
It was an Asian woman. That's rehashing your hashtag.
There you
You
go.
went 5 for 5. Congratulations, you're a
Well
winner.
done.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
win.
you won.
Bring out our prize.
You won the game.
Dennis!
Pizza.
Dennis forgot it.
Meatball.
There you go, meatballs, of course.
Very good. You have some interesting tweets.
Thank you. Did we discuss the revolution of the PBR?
Well, it's funny that you should ask that question.
Oh, hold on. He's gonna.
Oh, hold on.
He's
It's
gonna
gonna be super
multitask.
loud.
That was the sound of me multitasking. I'd like to ask all of our guests
Yeah.
a couple questions. What?
Was your screen name?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Holy shit! How did you just
I don't know. Because that just reminded me of AOL.
get out of
there
my
it
head,
is.
man?
Yeah.
I ask everybody. Do you remember your AIM screen name?
Yeah. It was Analim, which is my name backwards, so it's ANALIM. But at the time when I was like in 5th grade or something, I did not know what the word anal meant.
You must have got a lot of friends.
Anal Emma.
So there's also instant messenger. So it was an anal instant message.
Or-
So I got a lot of pervs.
Or anal IM.
Anal I Emma.
Yeah.
Anal I Emma.
We should note this down. Dennis, note this down. Game. We should actually guess what their name was
Yeah,
before
yeah,
they say
I
it.
do have a
Right?
round table.
Because everybody remember. Gatto, what was yours?
Joey Gat's 18.
Polano 22.
Skate Doctor 17.
Right. It's always a random number.
I had a Z. Do it with a Z, like YOLO boys.
Like mixed results.
Yep.
And the last time you heard that sound is the second question I like to everybody.
When's the last time you heard it?
You know, the dial-up modem. Or what does it even mean to you?
I don't know. I mean, it's very nostalgic for me. It's like kind of comforting, but I can't remember the last time when you just played it a second ago.
Yeah. So the year is 2050. This is a segment we like to call the Armchair Futurist.
Okay.
The year 2050, you're sitting back in your reclining chair and you're looking at your industry. What does it look like?
So this is like 35 years in the future. I think it's going to be like a lot of instant access, everything available to you, like it already is, probably more so, but also with holograms.
Everyone says that.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone says
Everything's
holograms.
holograms.
Yeah.
Can't you imagine, like, you just press a button and
Like
then, like,
Princess
Arnold
Leia?
Schwarzenegger
Like
stands up?
Or Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had a whole concert series.
You watch like Michael Jackson perform right in front of you, like, oh, yeah, that performance in '85.
Yeah, you have it right in front in your living room all the time.
That's cool.
Virtual reality.
Oh, I love virtual reality. Have you guys played with that?
We actually just shot. Joey was up in Boston with the Jokers, and we shot a VR.
It's yeah, I think it's the future of storytelling. I heard that they're doing virtual reality porn.
Oh, why not? You can see through. That's so.
Oh, where
weird.
you like look down, like going like,
Yeah.
Wait, when I look down, is it my penis?
I guess it would be.
Or do I get to, like,
Holy
select one
Joe,
from home?
Like it really would be.
They could
Because think about it,
customize
you
it.
put the goggles on, it's point of view. So
Right.
if Ron Jeremy's standing there and looks down,
That's Ron Jeremy.
Wow, that's a mind trip,
That's
man.
a mind
Yeah.
blown.
You could become Ron Jeremy.
mind blown, literally.
Get my agent on the phone. I don't have an agent.
I think what'll help that is too. We always talk about how everything there'll be internet everywhere. There'll be wireless access everywhere. Like now there's.
That's just about here now.
Yeah, I know, but like you got to put your password in. But I think like the whole place will just have wireless everywhere.
What scares me, you'll be like on the train and someone's sitting next to you, it's quiet, and he just goes, I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
Right? Like she just did. Like she just did with the AOL. Like, what's my screen name? Is that what you're gonna ask me? Like, that was trippy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet we're just going to have the images in our brain. We won't even need to project them onto anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just start like
We'll just have
laughing
like a
with each
little
other.
chip. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to find out.
Hopefully.
I think
Let's
it's going to
meet
get
back
just
here in
as
2050 and discuss
I'm
it.
down. I'm putting it in my book.
In this room.
Right in this room. Here we go.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
Amazing
This was
having you.
awesome.
Thank you so much for coming out.
You guys
You're
are the
awesome.
best.
On the way out, can you tell people where they can stalk you?
Yeah, at Mint Milana.
That's basically across the board, Twitter and Instagram.
Everything.
Right on.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
We love you. Thank you so
great.
much.
Thanks for coming.
Derek D, anything you want to plug?
Revolution.
Yeah, my friend Sarah Schreiber, a very talented actress in LA. She's in a series called Cam Girls, the series on YouTube. Go check it out.
Joe Gatto.
Go make a donation to Best Friend Society. They're a great animal rescue people, and we're doing some good work with them.
Check out Other Space on Yahoo.
Yahoo Screen.
And you can find us on the web, pbrpodcast.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram us. Give us some love, and we'll love you back. We'll see you on the flip side. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.